And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquaba, and welcome. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Roster Report here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. My name is Keely Awado, aka the Conscious Roster. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live from 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 noon Eastern time, 5 p.m. BST, and 8 p.m. East Africa time. And on Thursdays, we get together and we talk about tech and future talk. All areas related to the future and to how technology is influencing the future. Today's date is Thursday, the 25th of September, 2025 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6265 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we've realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. And let's get right to the show, if you don't mind. And bear with me as I'm dressed in green today, and I have a green screen, a chroma key screen behind me, and hopefully not too much of my body will disappear here. Let me try this and see. No, that was even worse. That's okay. Let my arms disappear. I think I'll be all right with today's program. Do not wear green if you have a green screen. Do not wear green. We are going to go into the topic here today. Here's what we have on the table for you to study. Bear with me as I find it today on libradio.com, Tech and Future Talk. In order to keep up with the latest in AI in the workplace, we take on the subject of generative AI workflows. What are the popular Gen AI models that people are working with? What do they do? Well, many of us work at the very basics of Chat, GPT-4, Copilot, Gemini. The reality is that the practical implementation of AI is much more advanced. Are you ready to step up to the next level? Let me tell you, I am ready, which is why I am bringing on this topic for today, is because I'm teaching myself as I share with you what I think we need to know and we need to have the ability to do in the workplace in real time. We got to catch up. That's just the reality of it. So that's what we're on for today. It's a little confusing around here today because I made some mistakes putting it together, and also I did some things that I normally wouldn't do. Now I've got to find out this is what I'm looking for. I want to put this up over here into a new tab so I can actually monitor the show while in real time, as well as to be able to check in with you and get all of your comments into the program. So we are up, we're ready to roll, we are going strong. Where we at? This is what we're doing, and why is this? Oh, okay, I see. So we are ready to roll with it. I have everything on my desk. You would not believe how crowded my desk gets with all of this. And then even then, I have to go over here and take the ads off. Otherwise, the doggone thing is just showing Rumble ads for a minute or two, and that's not necessarily what I intend to do. The first thing I want to do right now is give you a chance to see what generative workflow actually looks like on Chat GPT. On AI, I should say, AI generative workflows. So here's what it actually can produce. This is the final product. I'm going to add this to the stage. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to maximize this particular video full screen. And let's go ahead and play. This is not too long. I'll let it play a couple of times through.
हर तरफ बस पानी का तूफान है। एक छत पर बची है एक दाढ़ी, एक बच्चा और एक वफादार साथी। हर तरफ बस पानी का तूफान है। एक छत पर बची है एक दाढ़ी, एक बच्चा और एक वफादार साथी। हर तरफ बस पानी का तूफान है।
That wasn't too long. And basically what it is just shows you a short piece of video with the capabilities of what the particular programs are about. Now, generative workflow is really about the office space. But here's the thing. Learning to use AI generative workflow, I could have possibly cut down my pre-production time for today's show to 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Maybe I could just create an algorithm using AI that will pull together my whole show. In the mornings when I put together the show, first of all, I have to think of a theme, and it has to be relative to what day of the week it is. I have to think of the theme. Then I began to create a Photoshop image of the particular theme, which I know artificial intelligence can cut down on that. If I can just write a prompt, this is what the shows are going to be about. I want to make a collage of photographs, put these in, this and then. If I can just write an AI script and it will generate that photo, that's going to save me up to a half an hour or more. Then I have to pull together the research for today's program. The research might be 1 piece, 2 pieces, 5 pieces. I think today, for today's show, I have about 5 or 6 main themes and then other sub-themes to go down with that. Then I have to write an intro to the program to be used as a promotion. I do all of that before going on the show. Then I go to things like YouTube, and I will pick a little short video if it's relative to the theme, put that together. You saw that today. So doing all of the above does take me too much time. The concept around generative AI workflow is that AI, artificial intelligence, will generate the product based upon my inputs and my cues. So if I can just sit here and write a complex set of cues every day, I should be able to create this entire, not the entire program, but I should be able to create at least a YouTube short, which is what I've been trying to convince myself to go ahead and start doing, either create a YouTube short or TikTok. So I'm trying my best to do better. I want to do better because I am in service of you, my noble audience. And if I am in service of you, I want to do the very best that I can to make sure that that service I provide to you is absolutely what you can use. So on that note, let's get this party started. I want to say greetings to each and every one of you. If you are up on YouTube, I'd love to hear you check in. Love to know what's on your mind. You can check in our YouTube page. Go to my name, YouTube/Kidi Awadu. I'm in there. You know where I'm at. And if you are listening on Rumble, welcome, Aquaba. And I'm just over here clicking around, and Dr. Gundry is in that screen. I don't like Dr. Gundry. Everybody knows I'm not a big fan of his. I think that Dr. Gundry is just a doctorate for sale. That's what I think. And I do not trust anything that he says. Let's go forward. I'm not seeing anybody saying anything to me on YouTube, but we're going to keep trying. to do the best we can. And on Rumble, not too big an audience, and nobody's tuning in. I think people would rather hear the radical stuff about the Charlie Kirk assassination. I think I'm pretty much done with it. We did a pretty good analysis, and we are pretty clear here on LAB Radio that it was an intelligence hit on Charlie Kirk. The details about which intelligence agent did it, how they covered it up, this and that. You're going to keep hearing Charlie Kirk's name for some time, but I think we at LAB Radio are done with it, and we're going Pan-African for the future. And I can assure you, AI workflow is something that Pan-Africans must address. Do we address it sooner, or do we address it later? Personally, I say get in quick, and get in deep. So that's what we are about today. I have up on my desk, first I'm going to go to AI, talking to us about AI, generative AI workflows. Generative AI workflows leverage artificial intelligence to automate and enhance business processes by generating human-like content and making intelligent decisions. These workflows integrate generative AI models such as large language models and multimodal models to perform tasks ranging from content creation to complex decision making. A key advantage is their ability to handle unstructured data and dynamic environments, allowing them to learn from experience and adapt to new situations, unlike rigid, rule-based automation systems. The core components of generative AI workflow typically include a prompt, a foundation model, and mechanisms for accessing external information and ensuring safety. Users initiate the process with a natural language prompt, which is processed by Gen AI model like Google's Gemini or OpenAI's GPT-4 to generate a response. To ensure accuracy and relevance, these models can be enhanced with features like grounding, which connects responses to a source of truth, such as company data or web search, and function calling, which allows a model to interact with external APIs for real-time information. Safety filters are also implemented to block harmful or inappropriate content. These workflows are built using various platforms and models. Visual builders like Amazon Bedrock flows and Make offer drag and drop interfaces to link prompts, foundational models, and other services to create end-to-end solutions. Other platforms, such as N8N and Pipedream, provide open source or developer-focused options for creating complex code-driven workflows. For specific use cases, tools like Notion AI, GitHub Copilot, and Laser, Lyzer AI are used to streamline tasks like drafting documents, generating code, and creating lightweight AI agents. And the applications of generative AI workflows are broad. They can automate repetitive tasks like data entry, report generation, and customer service inquiries. In operations, they enable intelligent process automation by digitizing end-to-end workflows using computer vision and natural language processing. to extract and structure information from documents. They also provide contextual recommendations and predictive planning by synthesizing data and simulating future scenarios to optimize resource allocation and forecasting. By automating routine work, these workflows free employees to focus on higher value activities like creativity, strategic thinking, and building relationships. Now, lastly, it says this is an AI generated answer. Please verify critical facts. And that's I always recommend you and I, whenever we're using AI to generate something we want to share with our public, please verify critical facts, because quite simply, AI is only as good as the stuff it finds and reports on. It doesn't make rational judgments about whether the stuff it found is right wing, if it's left wing, if it's too far to the left or too far to the right. Doesn't make those kind of judgments. It only reports what it finds, and AI generated results can be biased by whoever has the biggest machinery. If you're using Gemini to do research on the negative aspects coming from the Alphabet company that have been reported, you can be assured Gemini is not going to tell you all of the negative stuff it knows or it could find, or you and I could find, regarding the Alphabet Corporation. So we're going to, at this particular point, I'm going to go to a set of documents that I have up on my screen. Bear with me, this is worth waiting for. The first one is how AI workflows and LLMs can automate business processes. This from V7 Labs, December 4, 2024. And I'm going to share this research link with you. I see you in the house, Basu Nefert Ra Sishat. And greetings. Great to have you in the house today. And we are, of course, on Rumble, but I'm trying not to promote Rumble. I'm trying to copy this link, and I'm going to paste this link up here in YouTube. It's how AI workflows and LLMs can automate business processes. So that's the first link. Let me share this over here for our Rumble family. If there is going to be a Rumble family today, I hope you do check in on us. I can assure you, if you stick with us, I'm going to stay on this Thursday theme for a while of let's figure out how AI can and will work for Pan-Africans. And if anybody is going to learn it, master it, and deploy it, I think I should be one of the first to do so. That's what I say. I feel confident about my own capabilities. Let's get this party started. Now, I'm wondering why I'm not getting a good Facebook. My Facebook is just acting a fool today. I'm going to try and reboot it. Here, I'm going to upload it one more time using the StreamYard link. Go to feed. And for some odd reason, Facebook is just not, on my main laptop, Facebook is not acting good today. But on my, it's Google. Google and Facebook are not talking to each other, because I did pull up, wait a minute, where am I at? I'm on Facebook over here, and I do see my Facebook live video is over here, but it is not showing up in the Google browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to go over here to Google and close that. And now I have this. Ooh, this is complicated. Now I have this Oh, this is crazy. I'm not even going to try and do this. Let's just keep on going. I'm a, if you are talking to me on Rumble, I'm going to do the best I can to find out what you are saying. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy today. I'm going to do the best I can. So go down to Rumble, and I can see I did put up a link, so I think other people can put up a link on there as well. I don't even want to think about it. Now let me get back on topic. Let me go back to my research document. That's what I was going to do. I was going to pull up the first of a number of links that I have that are going to explore this in more detail. So I have the first one up. Let me find out where to put it. Let's put it over here. And this article is entitled How AI Workflows and LLMs Can Automate Business Processes, dated December 4, 2024. And do I have an author on this? Rachel Heller. Get ready to work to apply AI workflows to accelerate complex tasks. Now, that is what I strive to do with all of this. Artificial intelligence is a transformative force reshaping how we work. Similar to the way the printing press democratized access to information and knowledge, AI is democratizing data analysis and decision making. But it's not about machines taking over. It's about leveraging the power to automate and streamline workflows. In fields like law and insurance, research that once took hours can be completed in seconds. In healthcare, AI is helping doctors diagnose diseases and streamline patient care. Every industry can benefit from AI workflow automation. In this article, you'll find clear and practical information on AI workflow automation and how and why you will want to get started right away. We will cover point 1, what are AI workflows and how can AI be used safely and effectively for automation. 2, AI and supporting technologies that you can expect to use in automating business processes. And bullet point 3, use cases and guidance on how firms can effectively integrate AI into workflows. By the end of this guide, you will have a solid background on AI workflow automation and how you can use it to transform tasks and businesses and business processes, no matter your industry or technical experience. Can't wait? You don't need to. Jump into AI workflow automation with easy, intuitive VZ Go. It's the knowledge work automation platform to solve complex tasks at scale. VZ Go. Now I'm going to open this in a new tab, or can I? It's not VZ Go, V7 Go. And it's not letting me open it. There's something else there. So we're talking about what is AI workflow automation. AI workflow automation combines AI and automation techniques to complete complex tasks for you and get work done faster. For example, AI workflow automation can quickly sort through large volumes of intricate documents, such as contracts or forms, pull out relevant information, and present you with the key insights you need. Additionally, you can set up a complete sequence of steps and operations based on results. The technologies used in business workflow automation. The magic of AI workflow automation comes together through many contemporary, complementary technologies that have evolved over the past few decades. Start with basic OCR, on-screen character recognition, that grew into RPR to automate clear-cut business processes. Workflow automation capabilities expanded with newfound applications of AI, like IDP, to transform unstructured data. Today, the current evolution of business workflow automation carries earlier tools forward while expanding automation possibilities by an order of magnitude by employing generative AI. Now she's going to be using a number of these abbreviations. I'm kind of new to this. I do recognize OCR, but I don't know what RPA is. So bear with me. Maybe if you in the listening audience can help me break down some of these terms, I think that would be wonderful and very useful. Going forward, depending on the type of process to be automated, you'll need a number of these separate yet connected tools and capabilities to accomplish the various tasks involved. So understanding the technologies and capabilities that make up workflow automation systems can be helpful. Several key technologies stand out as the core of power tools enabling AI-driven workflow automation solutions. They include optical character recognition. I said on screen is optical now. Optical character recognition, OCR, to digitize data. And that makes sense. It's not on screen. It is optical now because they're reading pictures. OCR technology converts different types of documents, such as scanned paper documents, PDF files, or images captured by a digital camera, into editable and searchable data. Tools like Adobe Acrobat and even Microsoft Word are common choices for businesses seeking to digitize documents effectively. Selecting the right optical character recognition tool largely depends on your particular use case. In many, if not most, business applications of OCR today, software that extends beyond OCR to automate document processing and data extraction is a must. Next, robotic process automation. Here we're understanding now the abbreviation she was using earlier. Robotic process automation. And I should be copying, cutting, and pasting all of this, except for it's been made into a picture, a PDF here, and so I'll have to trick it to get around it. I know how to do that, but I'm not going to do that. Here, let me just do this. Save as. And that's not it. Just go forward. Robotic process automation to automate structured tasks. RPA is a software to automate highly repetitive and routine tasks, usually performed by a human interacting with digital systems. That's me. One of its defining features is its simplicity to set up and use, because RPA executes tasks following the same user interface paths made for humans, including copy, paste, and logging into applications. Configuring RPA workflows does not typically require special coding skills. UI path, ULL path. Here, let me increase the size of this. This is odd. We are in robotic. It says UI path and automation anywhere are major players in this field, allowing businesses to automate processes like data entry and transaction processing. By reliably executing tasks on repeat and at scale, RPA, robotic process automation, remains a core technology for automating workflows. Now, in my other document, I did put in these different tools. And what I'm going to do is just copy. I can't copy and paste, but I can type in those tools in my document. Tools, where are they at? Major tools, UIA path. I'm going to go in, bear with me. UI path. And the other one was automation anywhere. The other one is automation AUTOMATOTION anywhere. Now, bear with me. That was very necessary. I have a list of these tools that are used here, and I'm going to break these down to you in just a second. Intelligent document processing, IDP, to extract and transform complex information. IDP combines optical character recognition, machine learning, and natural language processing to automatically extract and structure information from documents in diverse formats. Intelligent document processing represents a practical application of AI and is proven to be essential for creating end-to-end process automations when facing document-heavy workflows. Generative AI, Gen AI, to create content and enable automation flexibility. And it has a number of these different Gen AI tools that are accessible. GPT-4, Omni, Mini. There's O1. There's O1 Mini. Gemini 1.5 Pro. Gemini 1.5 Flash. Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Claude 3.5 Haiku. Gen AI models, such as those developed by OpenAI and Google, are AI foundation models that can generate human-like text, as well as images and other media types. Gen AI also brings flexibility and adaptability to processes where rules-based automation tools like RPA would otherwise fail. And that's robotic, robotic, RPA was robotic process automation, RPA, where it would otherwise fail. Large language models, LLMs, to analyze data at scale and power autonomous workflows. Large language models like GPT-4 and Claude are designed to understand and generate human language, making them ideal for tasks such as summarizing legal documents or analyzing large volumes of text data. LLMs are also excellent in dynamic environments, AI workflows called agentic workflows, enabling a new level of autonomy and intelligence in automated processes. These workflows are able to learn from interactions and make decisions without constant human oversight. Next, she goes into other technologies, other AI technologies, including machine learning algorithms for predictive analytics, natural language processing for sentiment analysis, and computer vision for image recognition, all contributing to a competitive AI toolkit for workflow automation. Next, she goes into a broader category, and this is exhausting for me. It requires a lot of thought. I just want to take a pause here, maybe have a little sip of water. So delicious. And as of today, I'm on my 21-day water detox fast, seasonal detox fast. Normally it would be 20 days. This one's going to be 20. Normally it would be 28 days. This one's going to be 21 days. Why? Because my weight is so low. I am so thoroughly detoxed, fit, tight, and I have like zero body fat at 139.7 pounds this morning. I officially dipped under 140 pounds, and I now can eat because I'm going to maintain no less than 140 pounds on this fasting diet. Now, today is what, the fourth day of the fast? 22, 3, 4, 5. Today's the fourth day of the fast. And I did go down about 4 pounds. But when I dipped below 140, I'm going to eat on my regular schedule. My first meal will be today at 12 p.m. And I'm going to maintain no lesser weight than 140, which is what I weighed at about 20 years old. So it feels good, feels really, really good. But at the same time, I'm going to maintain some body weight. Now, I'm not skinny. I'm skinny, but I'm not too thin. I do monitor myself very closely. So all of that to say this, have another drink of water, then go back to your document that I was reading. It was really exhausting. Oh, I love water. Water's the best. Business automation using AI, key benefits. Organizations, big and small, are eyeing the immense potential of the value of AI and are seeking to bring home the benefits. Estimates of AI's projected value are so large that they can be hard to comprehend. PwC, for example, forecasts no less than $15.7 trillion contribution to the global economy by 2030. $15.7 trillion. You understand what that means, don't you? Yeah, that's a lot of money. $15.7 trillion. Let me copy that. I'm going to copy this one to my Facebook. Are you there? Yeah, I'm here, but you just don't know where I'm at. That's why I don't know where it's at. Facebook is here. No, not Photoshop. Woo! Let me go over here, put up Facebook, and click on it. Close that Photoshop. And everything is acting really strange today. My Facebook, the basic breakdown was on why is Facebook just not working today. So I have it up over here, open in a new tab. I don't want to overwrite the tab I'm already on. And I'm going to click on Facebook. It should show my live video, and it should also show my promo. And all that is up here is the promo for today's program. But I can put in links to what we're doing today on the promo. So this is how does AI workflows work. And I'm going to copy this link and paste it in Facebook. And boom, we are in there. Now it's showing previous ones that I had put up. I don't know what's going on, but this is weird. Now the thing is what I'm doing over here, I can replicate it on Facebook Live over here on this computer, which is weird. Let me double check. I should be able to reboot that page and see my Facebook Live there. Now I could do this one time. I'm going to do this one time, see if this works. I'm going to copy the comment from the comment section I put in over here. There are two of them. So how AI business workflows work, I'm going to copy both of them. Why? Because I can. And now I'm going to post those up on the Facebook Live over here. And I'm not going to do this a second time because it's just too complicated. That was a mistake. Give me 1 minute and I will get right back on track. We're going to copy this, copy, come out, go in, and paste. And there it is. And I don't want to do that again. I don't know why my laptop is not doing the Facebook correctly, but it is what it is. I'm going to go forward. Is anybody talking to me? Is anybody in the house today? I know this stuff is boring. But guess what? We're going to have to get this down. We're going to have to master this stuff. And if you agree, hit the like button. But right now, I'll be honest with you, I really don't see that I have any more than 4 or 5 people in the house today. And on Rumble, 2 people hit the like button. And on YouTube, 2 of us hit the like button. And I'm just going to do the best I can. And why is it only show? Oh, I see. I'm just going to do the best that I can. It's really weird. Okay, here I am, back in real time. And the next article I have in this queue of articles is someone asked the question, what AI tools or platforms have become part of your daily workflow lately? Curious to see what everyone else is using. So in that discussion, here is what was responded to. And the person who wrote the article said, I have been steadily integrating AI into my daily workflow development. Here are a few of the tools that have already made an impact for me. And I did add to their set of tools. The first one, Cursor, an AI-enhanced code editor that speeds up coding with smart suggestions. GitHub Copilot Agent Mode helps generate and refine code snippets directly in the IDE. Third, Google AI Studio. Great for quickly prototyping AI APIs. Lyzr, Lyzr AI, for creating lightweight, task-specific AI agents. Notion AI helps me draft, rewrite, and summarize notes efficiently. Walter Wright AI is a humanizer. HasteWire AI is another humanizer. Replit AI for fast prototyping small tools and testing ideas in browser. Chat GPT and file upload. My daily research assistant for docs, PDFs, meeting notes. Make Plus GPT-4 turns my calendar, email, and Norton updates into actual workflows. Perplexity, when I need fast sourced research. Bonus, better than Google lately. Gemini 2.5 Pro for coding. Claude. From my understanding, Claude is a humanizer. And in co-bundle has been helpful for creating niche chatbots. Memberry AI and UiPath are two others that I did put in this list. And Automation Anywhere. I did copy those out of the documents you heard me reading from in today's conversation. So that, I'm going to copy, cut, and paste that on my Facebook page. It's too long a list to paste anywhere else. And this is from a document entitled, I can paste this other document, Build an End-to-End Generative AI Workflow. I think. Or was this a Reddit? No, this was from a Reddit copy, so I can't do that. But I can copy this all and paste it up on my Facebook page. Talking to me? Is anybody in the house today? I know this stuff is. And here we go. Paste that all up on the Facebook page. I actually have the Facebook Live. It's Google. That's my problem today. My problem is Google. Google's not working with my Facebook. But if I put the Facebook up in Copilot, it goes to just what I want. So we're going to go over here to Copilot, Facebook, and it should take me to my first page of the Facebook. Yeah, it's Google. Google's the in the house today. And I told myself I was going to stop using Google. In fact, I can stop using Google right now. What I'm going to do is hook up Brave. Brave is a good, happy one in the background, and I have a whole bunch of stuff up on Brave. So there we go. Next article is I'm going to pull up is called Reimagining Work and Operations with Generative AI. Brave is not even logged in. Here we go. This is exhausting. Reimagining Work and Operations with Generative AI. This article explores how generative AI capabilities in workflow automation, planning, and recommendations can transform operations if guided by institutional purpose and empowering people first. This is dated June 28, 2022, and it says, in brief, this is written by Ziz Navoff, CMO at TouchCast. Generative AI, point number one, generative AI enables end-to-end workflow automation, personalized recommendations, and predictive planning, profoundly transforming operations. Point two, thoughtfully implemented, these capabilities can liberate staff from rote work to focus on creativity, relationships, and judgment. Point three, however, responsible adoption requires integrating AI as a collaborative tool while centering institutional mission over efficiency alone. And point four, with prudent guidance, automation can reshape work into an arena for both human and artificial intelligence to partner in service of institutional purpose. The imperative for intelligent change. Behind the scenes, many financial operations remain mired in manual processes and fragmented systems that constrain productivity, accuracy, and agility. Attempts to simplify systemized workflows through rigid automation have faced resistance, as excessive structure tends to undermine human judgment and institutional knowledge stays siloed. Meanwhile, spreadsheet-based analysis cannot handle the growing complexity of planning challenges like forecasting demand or optimizing allocations. And employees spend considerable time piecing together recommendations from scattered data and repositories. And that's all very, very important. That's why we're going with this, because we want to stop wasting time dealing with this complicated stuff. Bear with me. Ooh, that didn't work. That did not work at all. I am going to paste this up. What I just did, I am going to paste this up. Go away. Where is we is. This over-reliance on both institution intuition and brittle automation has left operations fragmented, unable to fully leverage the strengths of either people or technology. And that does make good sense to me. It's getting a little complicated. And we need to uncomplicate things to the very best of our abilities. I am going to post up this link of this article I'm reading right now into the Rumble and to the YouTube video. In practice, many core capabilities are neither optimized for human insight nor automate efficiency. Workarounds prevail over workflow excellence. And frustrated employees have little time left to focus on building meaningful relationships and exercising creativity. To transform operations, financial institutions now need approaches that intelligently integrate human teams with advanced AI, combining the nuanced expertise of people with the scale and consistency of technology. Generative models provide new capabilities to collaborate with staff, unlocking productivity, agility, and customer service quality through end-to-end automation, intelligent recommendations, and predictive planning. Introducing generative AI. In contrast with rules-based software, generative AI, Gen AI, refers to models capable of handling complex, unstructured tasks like language understanding and content creation through unsupervised, self-directed learning. Rather than relying on predefined logic flows, generative algorithms dynamically model probabilities based on learning how the world operates from massive data sets. This allows flexible reasoning even in unfamiliar situations. For example, while traditional software struggles to extract meaning from handwritten text, a generative model can dynamically decipher varied penmanship by studying millions of handwriting samples. The system learns heuristics for character recognition, much like humans acquire reading comprehension through experience. When applied to operations, Gen AI delivers three core capabilities with transformative potential if responsibly implemented. Point one, intelligently processes automation that combines computer vision, natural language processing, and robotic automation to fully digitize end-to-end workflows. Point 2, contextual recommendations that assist human teams by synthesizing data, connecting knowledge, and suggesting next best actions tailored to each situation. And point 3, predictive planning that leverages simulations and prescriptive analytics to optimize forecasting and resource allocation and adaptation powered by institutional data. Thoughtfully adopted, this new wave of augmentation and automation can profoundly improve efficiency, agility, and expertise by reshaping work to empower both human and artificial intelligence collaborating in service of organizational goals. But leaders must deliberately guide adoption to align with institutional mission and ethics, focusing technology on enhancing human potential rather than simply reducing costs. The machines are here to accelerate, but progress starts with purpose. The machines are here to accelerate, but progress starts with purpose. I do agree. That's the organizational goals that they talk about. That's a powerful statement. Let me put that in quotes. It says machines are here to accelerate, but progress starts with purpose. Now, who is that quote attributed to? I'm going to give them their name. By Ziz Navoff, CMO at TouchCast. Let me put in that quote with Ziz's name. Why? Because it's only fair. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to paste it also up for our YouTube listeners. I did that already. And I'm going to paste it on the Facebook. I did that already. Now there's one other place, Rumble. Where are you at? Rumble. Where is you, Rumble? I have it up on my desktop over here. Here it is. Rumble and Moja. I see you in the house. Ed L. Mack. I see you in the house. Thank you both for being with me. It's a tough day. I'm doing the best I can to learn as much as I can, as we can, about how to practically implement AI into my workflow. If I am successful, Ed, Brother Moja, Brother Dowdy, if I am successful, then within a month or less, you should see a whole new level of LIB radio broadcasts coming from your brother. I at least hope to be able to build a short video every day. It's not going to be easy. The machines are here to accelerate, but progress starts with purpose. Progress starts with purpose. So let's continue. We're almost finished with today's broadcast, but I do want to give just a little bit more of what we were researching, and let me figure out what document this is I'm even in right now. Okay. And it was progress and purpose. That was the statement. Find and intelligent process automation with generative AI. The imperative for intelligent change. And that's what we are talking about, brother. We're talking about there is an imperative that we as a collective, Pan-Africans around the world, we must intelligently change our behaviors, especially the Pan-African in the Western countries, most advanced Western countries, where this is taking place. We have been negligent. We've been derelict of duty. Not all of us. Too many of us are out here very effectively implementing these tools, but only as hired guns working for Urugu's team. You know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Ed El Mac, Brother Daoudi, too many of us have been out here on the cutting edge as hired guns, mercenaries working for Urugu team. They got to feed their families. They do. And until we as Africans can afford to pay them, they're going to go to the Urugu team. We're going to do the best we can. We've got to do better. The imperative for intelligent change access across banking and financial services, many operations remain mired in manual, repetitive workflows, resulting in slow processing, human errors, and frustrating experiences for both employees and clients. Attempts to systemize operations through standardized software have faced resistance as excessive structure tends to degrade human judgment, while institutional knowledge stays siloed in policy manuals rather than embodied in practice. This over-reliance on rigid digitization alongside human workarounds has resulted in fragmented, dissatisfying processes that fail to effectively leverage the capabilities of either people or technology. To transform operations, institutions now need intelligent automation systems capable of handling unstructured data and dynamic workflows while seamlessly integrating human team collaboration and oversight. Enter generative AI. In contrast with rigidly programmed software, generative AI can fluidly perform semi-structured tasks by learning from experience and understanding situational context rather than just following predefined rules. Point 1. Powerful computer vision algorithms can now extract printed and handwritten text, signatures, and data from scanned documents and image-based files with high accuracy. This unlocks digital information trapped in paper and PDF forms. Bullet point 2. Contextual reasoning, allowing generative AI to interpret and make decisions from extracted unstructured data based on institutional knowledge, compliance, rules, and past cases. And point number 3, natural language generation produces customized letters, legal documents, and client communications personalized for each application based on extracted information. Together, these capabilities enable the automation of entire workflows rather than just individual tasks. Handwritten loan applications get seamlessly processed from data extraction through background checks, risk analysis, approval, and documentation. However, thoughtfully integrating human teams via collaboration and oversight remains essential for responsible adoption. So now they go into responsible implementation. I'm going to close with this section, even though there's so much more on this. This is why I'm going to come back to this next week, next Thursday. We're going to stay on this topic of practical implementation of AI. We're going to stay on this topic until we are in the game. If anybody wants to hang with me, please do. I probably should be charging for the Thursdays. If you want to make a donation, I do recommend you Cash App $25. And for your 25, we'll pay for a month. I will not only share with you these links that I have all acquired, but I will be working on a team with you for $25. That's not unreasonable. I'm going to put together that offer and put it up here. So if you can cash at me, if you would, $25 to $KEIDIOBI, $KEIDIOBI, and that will put some money in the coffers, because this is really, really tough. Responsible implementation. Automating complex tasks requires carefully designing systems that focus AI on tedious tasks while elevating human skills through collaboration. Bullet point 1. User experience designers should partner with staff to map augmented workflows that play to the strengths of both people and technology. And here I'm going to have to copy, cut, and paste all of this, because these are calls to action that we should be implementing to the best of our abilities, these call to action. And okay, say that, oops, not that, no, say this. Now I'll go over here, and so here's the calls to action. Responsible implementation. Point. User experience designers should partner with staff to map augmented workflows that play to the strengths of both people and technology. Point 2. AI systems should act as assistant co-pilots, providing contextual recommendation and surface insights rather than fully replacing human roles. That's a very important point. Point 3. Confidence scores transparently convey AI limitations, with uncertainty triggers required human review to maintain accountability. Good point. Point 4. Continuous feedback loops improve automation quality over time by incorporating user input. And point 5. Staff should be re-skilled to oversee AI systems, handle exceptions, and focus on higher judgment duties. With diligent integration that centers institutional mission and ethics, intelligent automation can enable new heights of operational efficiency, accuracy, and customization while empowering employees in rewarding roles. However, cultural change management remains imperative to ensure staff feel empowered by AI collaboration rather than threatened by it. The path forward begins with purpose. So next, it deals with augmenting workflows with AI, the need for augmentation. I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm just going to copy this all. In fact, I'm going to copy this. This is a long document. So I'm going to copy the whole document and just print it up into Adobe Acrobat. So reimagining work and AI operations with generative AI. I'm going to print this. And bear with me. Reimagining work and operations with generative AI. I have to memorize that because it may not put that in the title. No, it didn't. Reimagining. R-E-I-M-A-G. Regenerative AI operations. That's close enough. I'll fix it if it needs to be fixed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all of these documents that I pulled together I'm going to save all of them as PDFs. The first one was entitled Transform Your Business with AI Workflow Automation. The second one is entitled How AI Workflows and LLMs Can Automate Business Practices. This third one, Reimagining Work and Operations with Generative AI. Fourth article was entitled Build an End-to-End Generative AI Workflow with Amazon Bedrock Flows. The fifth one was about the tool sets, and I will copy that link as well. The next one, Transforming Business Processes with Gen AI in Workflow Builder. And there was one more, Generative AI Beginner's Guide. That's awesome. I think we're on to something. I hope we can get busy with this. What if we assembled a team to study all this together, do all this together? We took 2 months. That's 8 weeks, 9 weeks. And we studied everything we could gather and implemented it as quickly as we possibly could implement it. All of the tools necessary. And then we took that team to Ghana, Burkina Faso, took the team to Mali, to Timbuktu, took our team to Kenya, to Uganda, took our team to the East African Federation, the Sahel States Federation. What if we went Pan-African, strictly Pan-African with our team? We could rule the world in 20 years. We don't want to rule the world in the same way Yurugu says, but we could be masters of everything digital in the world and put in cybersecurity as well. We've got to break out of the limitations that we have imposed on ourselves. I'm doing the best that I can to break out. To my beloved sister Basu Nefert Ra Seshet, thank you for tuning in today. I loved today's conversation. And we're going to do the best we can to just keep going. To just keep on going. You've been tuned into LIB Radio, LIB TV, livinginblack.com. It's been a good day so far. It's going to be a great day. Where you are, where I am, because we have made the commitment to do better. We're going to do better. We're committed. We are going to do better. Learn more. Join our school. Join with your brother. Let's do the best we can. On your favorite, we are LIB Radio. We are LIB TV. We are livinginblack.com. And quick, computer, mouse, don't do that. On your favorite, LIB Radio, LIB TV, and on livinginblack.com. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you.
KPFK, 90.7 FM Los Angeles, 98.7 FM Santa Barbara County, and streaming across the globe at kpfk.org. Pacifica Radio for all of Southern California and beyond.
You're listening to KPFK, 90.7 FM in Los Angeles, 98.7 FM in Santa Barbara, and live around the world at kpfk.org.
You rely on KPFK for the voices and perspective you just won't find anywhere else. Now we're asking you to become a key part of KPFK's future. We're on a mission to bring in 500 new sustaining members in our fall fund drive, which starts today, Tuesday, September 23rd. Your ongoing support as a sustaining member, as little as $5 a month, helps us to get there. It's the easiest and most powerful way to make your commitment, providing the reliable funding the station needs to stay strong. Please join our fall fund drive, 500 new members today at kpfk.org/donate. Thank you and welcome.
The following week, to close us out in the four-part series, Emiliano Lemos is going to look at the emotional side of physical resistance. I'm really looking forward to today's show. It was really fun to prepare for. It's really reflective of this moment in time, both politically, as a resistance movement, and also environmentally, because yesterday was the equinox, and so we have switched over into fall, and fall in herbalism is a time for roots. So before we get into today's show and talk more about medicine of roots, how plants can support us in seasonal transitions, and how plants can be of service in resistance movement, I want to remind you that today is the first day of our fall fund drive. And we have a unique opportunity on day one of the drive to start us off strongly. We have a $2,000 goal this hour, and it would be such an honor to be able to have a strong start here at Planting Medicine. As some of you may know, Planting Medicine is the child of the Herbal Highway, a long 27-year running herbal program here on KPFA and now KPFK. And we made the choice when we were transitioning to the new name, the new program, Planting Medicine, to advocate for public radio to continue collaborating with KPFA and KPFK, and to not go the route of just a podcast. And we did that for a reason. We are committed to public radio here at Planting Medicine. We're committed to listener-sponsored, listener-powered media, especially as the current administration is defunding public broadcasting and the oligarchy is controlling our mainstream media. It is a unique moment, and this is not business as usual. The political, social, and economic climate is demanding more from all of us. And here at Planting Medicine, we recognize the ways that these systems of power impact our health, and we recognize the need to have more spaces that are not corporate driven, that are dedicated to empowerment, liberation, and education. At Planting Medicine, that is one of that is our goal here, is to not gatekeep herbal medicine, not gatekeep that knowledge, but to pass it on, to continue that oral tradition of sharing about herbalism, recipes, plants, ways to engage with plants responsibly, ethically, how to do it in a good way on stolen lands here in the so-called States. So if you want to support the show, if you want to support KPFA and KPFK, we are asking you to take action now in this moment. For our listeners in the San Francisco Bay Area, please head over to kpfa.org and pledge your support. Heading to the website saves us time and money, as the call center is something that we have to pay for. If you are unable to get to internet, you may call us at 1-800 in the Los Angeles area, please head to kpfk.org, or you can call KPFK at 1-818-985-5735. It is really important, y'all, that we allocate our funds, our hard-earned dollars, to organizations and movements that are meaningful to us. And so I'm also standing with you in this moment and thinking about ways that I can redistribute funds towards organizations that are creating change, positive change, that are dedicated to liberation, our collective liberation. And so again, if this is meaningful to you, I would be so honored to be able to thank you on air, and I would love to start this hour-long program strong. I would like to meet that $2,000 goal and exceed that if possible this hour. So again, for listeners in the San Francisco Bay Area, go to kpfa.org or call KPFA at 1-800-439-5732. For listeners in the Los Angeles area, go to kpfk.org or call KPFK at 1-818-985-5735. Thank you. And so to move into our show today, Roots of Resistance. So a part of why we, as producers here, as Indiana, as producers of this show, decided to focus on this particular topic for this 3-part series is, well, there's many things. One, like I mentioned, it's the season. Yesterday was the equinox. Fall is the time to harvest roots. Fall is also a time to engage with herbal roots. So it is when the energy of the plant is naturally going into the roots to prepare for dormancy in winter. It is a time when the energy of the plant, because it's gone down and back into the root system, the roots of plants have the most vital energy, right? If you think about spring and summer as the floral expression of plants, when the energy is rising to produce leaves and flowers and all that extroverted, showy energy that we know, that we understand as summer. The fall is when that energy is going back down into the earth. It's a very grounding time. And so one of the ways for us to be spiritually and seasonally aligned at this time of year is to reflect how the natural cycles and environments are behaving around us. And so that's why we're focusing on roots. And the reason why resistance, there are different ways to think about how herbal medicine can support the body. You can certainly look at it from a Western herbalism approach that's typically more allopathic, that looks at, that really values the physical health over the other aspects in the body. However, when we're looking at the body holistically, when we understand that for there to be true balance and harmony, the body's physical, emotional, and spiritual health all needs to be considered, that's when we start to understand why sometimes we're out of balance. And we start to really broaden our understanding of our individual bodies to recognize that we are in relationship to each other as a collective of people, we are in relationship to the plants and animals, so the moving beings that surround us. We are in relationship with Earth, that is our home, and so we are in relationship with systems of power, right, around us. We are reflective of, our health is reflective of what is happening around us. And so I think it's helpful if when we start thinking about roots for resistance, to think about what resistance means. So one of the definitions of resistance is the opposition of the flow of energy, current, or force, causing it to slow down or stop. So